And now Andrew's Doers, Andrew Knows Everything, proudly presents 29 2, 29 Wishes Come True, a sequel to 29 based on the story of Cinderella. Let's tell you the story, shall we, Andrew's Doers? Once upon two times, 29 and Prince November were happily married. But Tina, Winona, Elena, Nina, Tanya, Yadina, Nalia, Isabella, Nadia, and Erica have lots of tricks up their sleeves. They're complaining about not marrying Prince November. Several months later, 29 is pregnant but sick. Very, very sick. So the baby might die. 29's fairy godmother knows a spell that can cure her. So she waves her magic wand. And the cured baby's a girl named Nova. To celebrate Nova's birth, a fireworks show. A few weeks later, Nova is growing up so fast, and as a gift as a reward, a magical necklace. But the king of Nova and Virgin Tumblingham only remembers one thing it does. Make a wish and rub the jewel on it. Meanwhile, Tina, Winona, Elena, Nina, Tanya, Yadina, Nalia, Isabella, Nadia, and Erica are trying to think of a way to stop 29 and Prince Nova Virgin toppling. Erica, the youngest stepsister, had a plan. Steal 29 of the fairy godmother's magic wand. But when they try, Nova uses her magical necklace to turn them into stone statues. And 29's fairy godmother uses her magic wand by saying, I wish my evil stepmother would stop, while 29's fairy godmother uses her magic wand and waves it. Because of that, when the magic combines, Tina, Winona, Elena, Nina, Tanya, Yadina, Natalia, Isabella, Nadia, and Erica are turned into stone statues. And so, Nova, along with 29 and Prince November lived happily ever after. The end. And Andrew's Doors, I hope you enjoyed this story. And I bet you're going to love 29 3, November Love and Glee. Just don't forget to subscribe, like, and share on Andrew Knows Everything. And buy our merchandise on andrewknowseverything.com. And don't forget to watch more videos too. And Rolling Stone gathers no algae. Remember, Rolling Button gathers no seeds. Take care. Bye. And now Andrew's Doers. Andrew Knows Everything proudly presents 29 3, November Love and Glee, a second sequel to 29 based on the story of Cinderella with a bit of a twist. Let's tell you the story, shall we, Andrew's Doers? Once upon 3 times, 29 and Prince November really loved each other. Well, that's about to change thanks to Tina, Winona, Elena, Nina, Tanya, Yadina, Natalia, Isabella, Nadia, and Erica. We're making a terrible 29 times breakup potion. The most evil magic potion known to November Tumblingham. They sneak up behind a tree. 29's fairy godmother tries to stop them, but they lock her up, steal her magic wand, and splash the terrible 29 times breakup potion on 29 and Prince November just tumbling, who are now breaking up. Nova asks her grandfather, the king of November Tumblingham, is there anything we can do to reverse the terrible 29 times breakup potion on mommy and daddy? In which the king of November Tumblingham explains that there's only one thing to reverse the terrible 29 times breakup potion. The November Tumble Back Together potion, which is hidden in an ancient temple at the top of Mount 29er Minor Moor. To get to the top of 29er Minor Moor, Nova needs to face some obstacles. Watch out, my granddaughter, if you do not get the November Tumble Back Together potion into November Tumblingham before the sun sets, your parents will be divorced forever, said the king of November Tumblingham. And so, Nova accepted the warning. But how am I going to get there? She asks. A winged horse flies to help and gives her a ride. Later, the first obstacle is a dragon. Roar! Luckily, Nova pulls out a sword stuck on an anvil, and then she succeeds. Nova slays the dragon. The second obstacle is Tumble launching cannonballs. Luckily, Nova spots someone's shield and uses to protect herself from the cannonballs. Suddenly, Nova's sword glows and blasts out a magical beam that destroys the cannonballs. This must be the magical sword of 29 times justice. The third and final booby trap. The obstacle is booby traps. Luckily, Nova has spotted a knight's forgotten armor, put it on, and dodges through the body traps, and just in time. Nova has the November Tumble Back Together push before the sun sets, and not a minute too soon. 29nerella and Prince November Tumbling are back together, not divorced anymore. And 29nerella's fairy godmother got her magic wand back. The king of November Tumblingham is so impressed that he declares his granddaughter a knight, otherwise known as Nova, November Tumblingham's only flying knight. And she, her parents, and her grandfather lived happily ever after. The end. I hope you enjoyed this story. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share on Andrew Does Everything. And buy our merchandise at AndrewDoesEverything.com. And take care. Bye.